There you go. Come on. Bring that shit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Tirico along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. And we are underway here in Atlanta. And he'll be out of bounds on the returns. And the drive will begin there.
Get it! 79, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cut 19, cut 19. Go!
Right to the air to open this one up. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down. Had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going up top. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out of the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. Now, Taylor. That one is caught by Mooney. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go. Like 19.
They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4. Now, faking the give, he'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big-time play for the Packers. It's a gain of 49. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Reichert's kick is good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. They'll return this from the 11. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He runs with it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Packers have recovered the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Hot, set, 70, hot 7.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he'll air one out. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as time runs out in the third quarter. One quarter in the books. It's the Packers on top. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18, Roger. 18.
Taylor. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
60
Back to throw is Taylor. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Sixty Bison, 60. Ready.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will score! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now Andres Borregamas for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 10-7. So following the touchdown, Borregamas is back to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, smash Bronco! Good!
His drive will start on the ground. To the 45. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 37-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 39 yards.
19 target. 79.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw.
Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the 1st down.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. Forced to his right. That's to the end zone. Where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Ready up. Dragon 60. Get it. 18. Panther 60. Panthers.
Now a give up the middle. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Packers.
Ready.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. And for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready.
Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Come on, come on, set! Cowboy 80! Ready, ready?
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
70, 18, Pioneer!
Throwing, Taylor. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Bravo 80, 19 Lions.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
Got it. Ready? Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's going to be caught.
You could almost just look down in the huddle. The players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Ready? 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to tuck it and go. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Come on. Come on. Set. Viking 18.
This is caught for 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Mustang 19. Let's go now. Dragon 60.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Packers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
38-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Taylor. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 8 Buffalo 18. Ready.
Taylor looking to throw. Now, deep ball for London. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signals he's got enough for the first down. To throw is Taylor. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now, Taylor. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Back to throw. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield, he doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. Tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. No issues there. This one is good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. You'll start at the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Micah Parsons getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Maverick, 60 Maverick, go.
Throwing now from the gun. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
45-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Hold it ready. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Viking 18. Dragon 6. Ready, ready. Hut. Warrior 70.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here we go. Shot.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and All these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
70 Lions. Mustang 19.
Taylor. With the man, he's got it. It's London. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw is Taylor. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
70 Rangers, 70. Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
A gain there of 11. First down, Packers.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and that's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
It is 3rd and long.
Dragon 60. Down. Viking 18.
He'll get that complete to Ross. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. 4th down.
Rig alert, rig alert.
They motion the slot man left.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. To return is Williams. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, come on.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Flowers with the catch. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come 19. Get it. 18. Go.
Throwing, Taylor. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be third down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Flowers.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on down.
Reno.
No give on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll stick with him again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. Packers set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
They're on the 31-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Get it. Go.
Here's Taylor. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
Red. Cougar 19. Ready.
Taylor looking to throw. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
To throw is Taylor. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Falcons, first down.
Now, Taylor. This throw pulled in by Pitts. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
And here's Bijan. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at 29. But it's a new set of downs. It's first down picked up. On 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Get it! Gravity Lion! Let's go!
They'll drop to throw. Our first down throw there is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to get the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A big hole to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
This is one of those plays that all the offensive line had to do, Mike, was just give him a crease and get him to the 2nd level, because from there, he's going to do the rest. That's as impressive a run as we'll see all year long.
31, Falcons 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go, Jack. Panther 60, Panther 60.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Here's a third down and 4.
Tag. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Now, deep ball for London. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
The RPO. That one is complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready up. Ready. Ready.
Taylor. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. And as for much more, 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
60 Eagles. Cougar 19.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back to throw is Taylor. Now, deep ball for London. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And it'll bring up second down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game